Why, hello. We're gonna see how this goes. That it's gonna be sort of vlog style of spending an evening with us. I also want to just share tonight how I am doing food prep, because if you are new to my channel, I am almost 6 months pregnant. Obviously, I've got a toddler, husband, dog, and I am exhausted. This has been kind of a little bit of a rough pregnancy with me, so I'm trying to make things as easy as possible on myself for the upcoming weeks when it comes to eating, and quite frankly, I don't have the energy to stand and make full-on meals like I used to, so I am going to show a little bit of how I food prep tonight, and then I'll kind of give you guys some ideas of different meals as I'm food prepping that you can do with it. It's going to seem like a lot, but I do have a husband who eats a lot, so with that being said, let's get started. I apologize with how out of breath I am about to sound. I'm so sorry. This is what almost 7 months pregnant now seems like. But anyways, so I'm just showing you guys the food that I have prepped and getting ready to go. Again, do this for yourselves. I'm telling you, just make certain proteins for yourself, certain sides, and you're going to find it cuts down on your cooking time so much. Yes, I still end up cooking during the week, but it is not like having to cook every little bit of the meal. It's so nice when I can just say, okay, my meat's already done, and now I have to do something else quick. Like, I try to keep my meals basically to be about 20 minutes or under these days. So I'm taking some mild Italian sausage, hot Italian sausage, browning that up. You can use it in ways like putting it with pasta for spaghetti. We had it with Italian nachos. You can also take it and add it into stuffed shells, like jumbo shells with ricotta cheese. There's so many different things you can do with the sausage, but it's so nice to already have it done, and then all you have to do is basically figure out how are you going to incorporate it into your other meals. The next thing that I have going on is going to be a pot of couscous. The other tip that I have for all of this would be to multitask. So obviously, as I'm cooking one thing, go ahead and start on something else if you can. This is not my favorite recipe, but I will have to show you guys my favorite. It was still nevertheless tasty. I am showing you, so I just use this herb chicken one. My favorite is the Parmesan, and this is something that does great as a side. I also love to do it as a cold salad, so you can cook it, have it in the fridge, and eat it cold. I promise you, it's so good. I add chickpeas into it, as well as some Parmesan cheese. Normally, I like fresh Parmesan cheese from the market, but the market is not happening right now, obviously in lockdown, so we may do. Still tasty, like I said, nevertheless, but I'll have to show you guys my tried and true once everything opens up. The next thing that I'm going to go into is going to just be some simple burger patties. I just simply put salt and pepper. I let these guys just fry up, and then I put them in the fridge. My tidbit for the ground beef would also be to not cook it all the way through, because you are going to microwave it. That way you're not overdoing your beef when you are ready for burgers, because that's always something you can do, whether you do it as a burger, a wrap, whether you want to crumble it and put it into a salad. You do you, boo, but never can go wrong with some ground beef patties. I'm just showing you how Sean is seasoning up our steaks and how we're also incorporating our dinner this night. While the steaks are getting their seasoning, I made some bomb barbecue chicken. I only got a bite. Sean ate it all this week, you guys. But I just add some olive oil into a pan. I take some chicken thighs and I let those go skin down first, just to really let that fat render. Use some Flavor God ranch seasoning. I also just used, honestly, just the sauces that we had in our fridge. That's why I did barbecue chicken. I added those in after I flipped the chicken, and oh my goodness, like, it was so good and so flavorful and so tasty. Like, you have to try this. See how it cleans this thing.
Huh. Okay.
Also, tidbit for those of us moms trying to do it all, clean as you cook. That way you're not going to have this pile of dishes. So like, as my chicken is going, all we have to do is make our actual dinner for tonight, which you saw was the steaks. I'm also going to make crispy Brussels sprouts. But literally, like, so many pots and pans, things like that, dishwasher already unloaded. We're starting to load it, so that is just my little advice for you as well. Clean as you cook, make it easier on yourself. Okay, you heard that. So, like I said, given all of my peeps out there, whether you're a mom or not, how can you just down your time to be able to enjoy life more and not be a slave to the kitchen? But yet, we all know we want to be able to have some good home cooked meals. It's just, at least to me, in my opinion, it's better for you. Nothing wrong with eating out, but I do love to be able to control what it is I'm eating, what's in my food, all of that jazz. So, Sean is just going ahead and putting the steaks in. He's going to go ahead and flip those, which had a really, really beautiful sear on them. And then I'm going to show you guys how I make my crispy Brussels sprouts. Again, I just want to say I hope that you guys will incorporate some of this into your routine. We want to make more videos like this of showing kind of, like I said, how I might food prep, maybe showing certain meals, just because for me, I like to get ideas from people, but we all do things a little bit differently. And sometimes, you know, you want to add your own or not. But to me, it's all about how can we maximize our time and how can we not be so stressed to not feel like we have to be so perfect. I think we see people make all of these things, getting it all done, all this jazz, and sometimes we can compare ourselves. You just have to do the best that you can do. And so for me, I find that it's like, how can I just make my life a little bit easier? This helps me. So do whatever will help you to make you feel like something is a little bit easier in your life, but you by no means have to feel like you have to be doing everything that I'm doing in order to be making it as a mother. So that is how I made my Brussels sprouts, topped them with the Parmesan cheese, and after we ate a delicious dinner, I'm just showing you guys, I also went ahead and finished cleaning the kitchen. For somebody who asked why I have 3 trash cans, just in case you haven't seen my cleaning videos, we do have to do recycling here, so you'll see that in later cleaning videos when I further explain. I'm just turning down the lights, and I just captured this cute moment of Sean and Orion in the bed. This is a typical night for us. They usually read books while I'm trying to kind of clean the kitchen and everything. And then we all go to bed. I will make a detailed nighttime routine video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you in another video. Ciao. I'll carry you home, home to the mountaineers, and soon, my friend, you'll see